welcome to my channel. So today in this video we are going to create one interesting application. Okay, as you already I think you will already get an idea that what we are going to create. Actually we are going to create one mini Postman. Okay, it is basically an API visualizer and debugger. Okay, we are not going to cover all the features of the Postman because Postman is a huge like platform. Okay, we are going to create the basic one. Okay, we are going to create the collection. As you see here in the Postman we can create the collection. Okay, we are going to create collection. We are going to store the request. As you see here we store the request. Okay, as you also see in the left hand side of the screen, as you see this application we are going to create. Okay, as you see we stored this is one collection, this is one collection, and inside that JSON collection there are multiple requests. Okay, and all the methods are also stored here like Postman. Okay, and the second one is we are going to, if you see the second image, as you see we are going to select the method. As you see in the Postman we are going to select the method. We are going to give the URL. As you see here we give the URL, and also we can use the bearer token if needed. Okay, also in the body section, as you see in the body section in this application we are only using the raw JSON format body. Okay, for post method or for put method, okay, we are going to use the body. As you see in the JSON format we are giving the data in our body section. Okay, in a Postman. So similarly in our application also, if you go to the last page, as you see here in the body section we are giving the input in our body section as a JSON. Okay, so after that we are simply click on save. It will save this request in the JSON collection. As you see JSON is already predefined. Okay, not predefined, pre-selected. So here in the JSON collection this request will be saved. Also we can toggle the theme. If you it is a dark mode, also you can use the light mode. This is the light mode and this is the dark mode. So these 4 and 5 functionalities we are going to see in this application. This is a small application. If you want you can make it better version of this application. Okay, you can use different features like JavaScript, JSON, HTML, XML. You can use anything. Also you can use header section. But right now we are using the authentication for the bearer only. Okay, for bearer functionality is used here in the application. But let's see, we are going to see what we'll able to cover in this video. Okay, so basically we are going to create one mini Postman version. Okay, so where you can give your request and you can get the result in the JSON format. Okay, so let's create it. Before that I'm going to say one thing, that we need to create two model. Okay, also for this application we are going to use the Hive, our local storage. Okay, and for that we need two model to store the collection. As you see there in collection we are storing the method, header, request, everything. Okay, so for that we need one collection for this. For that we need one model. Also we need one model for our APIs. Okay, API response that we are giving, like we are sending header, we are sending body, also we are sending URL, also we are getting data, also we are getting this response time. Okay, this response time we are getting. Also we are getting status. So for that also we need one model. So first we are going to create the model. Okay, request and our save data model. After that we are going to move forward to our application one by one. Okay, let's start the video. Go to our Android Studio, and also I'm using the simulator here. And in our Android Studio, first of all we need some dependencies that I already added. Okay, we need Dio dependency for request. We need Hive for storing the data in local. We need Flutter highlight and URL launcher and INTL. Okay, so these dependencies we need. Just add these dependencies and click on pub.get. Now let's go here and create one folder, that is model. Okay, here we need before that, first of all, we need one service. Okay, service for API response service that I already mentioned. For service we need that one is API response. Here we need status code, body, headers, and the response time, that is elapsed time. Okay, so in send request we need method, we need URL, you need headers, and we need bodies. Okay, so okay, API response is done. Okay, so I created a try parsation and prettyization method also. Okay, and this is our API response that we will get. Okay, and these are the methods: get, post, put, and delete. Okay, make sure you check the get, post, put, delete method in here also. Okay, okay, yeah, that's it. Our API response service is done. Now we need to create the model that I already mentioned, that we need to save the request. For storing the request, we need to create one model. So for that, let's do one thing. Let's go to the model, and here we need to create one model, that is save request. Okay, so here in save request we need name, method, URL, and we need the body section, whatever the data, whatever the value we are entering through our body. Okay, let's just minimize this. Okay, as you see here, in our body we are sending some data. So whenever user click on, suppose whenever user click on particular request here, whenever user click on this request, uh, whatever the data inside this request, we need to pre-fill that data inside here. Okay, that the selected method is post, the URL, if there is any value, if there is any body inside there, this also need to be pre-filled whenever user click something from the collection. Okay, so for that we need the model. So to store it, we need name, method, URL, body, and also if there is any token out there, and also created at what time it is created. We are going to store all these things. Yeah, through for that we are going to create our model. Okay, so save request model is also done, as you see here. Okay, now our API service and save model is done. Now we need to go to our main space, and here we need to do our first of all we need to initialize our Hive locals for our local storage. Okay, we need to create the boxes. uh, Basically we need to create the container for the for Hive. Okay, so after that we need to uh, initialize our theme also, dark and light theme also. Okay, let's just first of all create it. Okay, so first one will be the store API request. Okay, so that will be, and the second one will be store API preference. Okay, so actually I don't need API preference because I only need the save request. We don't need the API preference. Okay, after that, okay, actually we need also one, because I think to store the dark or light theme, we need for that we need app settings, right? Also we need to store that. Otherwise we need to change the after changing the theme, if we are not storing it, then we need to change it again and again. Okay, okay, here basically for theme, for theme we are using light theme, and for dark theme we are going to use the dark theme. Okay, and theme mode is based on the selected, whatever you just select. If it is dark, then dark theme. It is, if it is light, then light theme. And in the home page we are sending our theme also on callback function is also we are sending, that is the toggle theme. This is the callback function. Okay, so now let's just build a light theme. Okay, Okay, so it is completed now. Coming, okay, it is done. Now coming to our home page. Okay, so here in home page, we already added the required thing, that is we need whether it is dark mode or not, or our callback function. Okay, now here we need to initialize some controllers, like for URL, for body, and for token. Also we need to set we need to select our method from drop down. Okay, and also we need to initialize our API response. Okay, the services that we created earlier. Now first of all, URL. By default I said method get. Okay, so here for storing the collection, as we are storing all collection in the save request box, so we initialize the collection box. Also we this is for the selected collection. Whenever we select one collection, for that, and this is to store the collection list. Okay, now so this one is for load the collection. Whenever app is start, it will first load the collection. Okay, okay, so now we need to create one method for on send means whenever we create our whenever we select our method. If you see the video, not video, if you see the images, so as you see, we need here on send we need to send the method URL, if there is any token out there, so token, and also the body. We need to send all these things whenever you click on the send. For that we need one method. For on send method we need one. Also we need one method to save the request. This is one request, right? This is one post request. To store this request, we need to create one method to save the request in our collection. Okay, for that we need to create two collections. So let's first create those two requests. Okay, or two method. So as we know, we are sending the bearer token as the authorization, and here we add bearer, and then after that we are adding the token. Okay, so in this method we basically send the token. So for that we are using for header we are using this in this method. If you see, in whenever we sending the token in our APIs, we need to send in this format, so that's why I am adding this. Also we need content type, as it is JSON content type. So it will be application JSON. Okay, so that's it. This is the header part. Now coming to the response part. Okay, on send method is done. Okay, now also we need one method, that is save request method, right? We need to store the request. Now here, we are only storing some limited content for the name, as you see here in our request, in our collection. As you see, we are storing only the 20 characters, so that's why after that is dot 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 dot. Okay, so this is the name. Okay, so save request method is done also, and also we need one method, that is for our actually we need one collection to add the add collection. Okay, after storing the request, that request will be this is to store the request. Okay, this is this one is for whenever you user click on this button, okay, this icon, for that this is method. Also we need one method to store the collection. This collection here, whenever user click on that one, after that user need to store the collection, right? And inside that collection we need to store the request. Here we store the request. Now we need to create the collection method also. Don't confuse with the save request and add collection. Okay, so whenever user click on it, the dialog will be open where user need to add the collection name. After that it will store. Okay, so Okay, this one is done. Now also we need one method to load the request. Okay, after adding the request we need to load the request, right? Because as I already mentioned in here, if you see, whenever you click on one request, that request need to load, this request need to load in our home screen, home page, right? So for that we need one method to load the request. Okay, so my method is done. All the method are completed. Now go to our UI section and let's just create our UI. Okay, for UI there will be two section. One, this is our uh, not two section, there are three section. Okay, first one is this slider, this collection slider. Second one is request builder. This one is the request builder section. Okay, and the last one is our response viewer. This one is the response viewer card, this one is the request builder card, and the first one is our collection slider. Okay, so these three widgets we need to create in our application. Okay, let's first do one thing. Let's first create the widgets first. Okay, after that we are going to okay, anyway, do just let's just design the home screen. Okay, uh, let's go one by one so that it will be so that for you it will be easy to understand. Okay, so now Okay, so this one is working fine. So collection is not showing here because right now there is no collection. Okay, so yeah, it is working fine. Let's just check one thing. Okay, make it dark mode, cut the run the application again, run the application again and check whether it is stored app settings or not. Okay, okay, it stored app settings. Okay, so yeah, app setting is working fine. So now let's build our drawer. Okay, so here we need to pass the collection. Okay, so now we need to create three widgets, right? First one is collection slide bar, second one is response builder, and third one is the request builder, and third one is the response builder. Okay, so let's create our widgets first.